Behind door number 1, we have another plug and play head unit for the 9th Gen Impala, and I will reveal it after the intro. Alright, so here we go. This is the AINAVI brand. This radio is going to be for the GM Land 29 vehicles. We're going to be installing this in a 9th Gen Impala. I'll flash the vehicles this is compatible with on the screen here, like Silverados, Sierras, Tahoes, Yukons. Anything with what you would call the black tie radio of the 06 to 13 era. So first thing, they gave us a nice little backup camera. Ooh, nice bag too. And this is the camera. Oh, here's the camera. Very nice anodized black screws. I like that. And it's got the slim. Oh, this will be nice to. This will be very easy to fish this through your taillight grommet. Adjustable. All right, that fits on your license plate. All right. Here's our cable. Standard cable. Doesn't look like there's anything out of the ordinary. Yeah. Oh. So this is a different cable. So we don't have a this end goes on the radio, this plugs to the camera. All right, I like that. But then again, if you want to switch your camera out somewhere down the road, you'll have to switch your cable. You know, most cameras have this will plug into another adapter that'll plug into a regular cord, but that is just fine with me. We got our wires to go to the backup lights. And I would assume, oh, connect to back. Okay. Okay, so we connect a wire to the camera, or to the radio. All right, all right. What else we got in the box here? I am thusly impressed with the bags that we received here. Oh, they gave us a panel removal tool. I like that. Bonus points for that. All right, here's all your. Okay. Subwoofer. Here's your amp turn on wire. All right. Auxiliary in, auxiliary out. Yeah. Oh, this is for your microphone. Okay. We are going to need this connector to connect up the microphone. We're installing this in a non-Bose car. And we're just going to use the stock speakers, so I'm not connecting an amp up to it, but if you were, that would be your harness. Okay, here's your, oh wow. I don't know what that is. Oh, this must, oh, backup camera. Backup camera input. There is one USB input, and we got a GPS antenna, and another USB. That one says 6-pin, this one says 4-pin, so one of these will be for your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. GPS antenna, here's your microphone. Alright, what else we got? Oh, here's the CAN bus, okay. Ooh, big old speaker. Alright, so okay, to retain stock backup camera, we're not going to use that. We're not using this. Yeah, this would be for, yeah, okay. This is your standard connector if you're ever going to install this in a different vehicle. We're not using that, we're using the CAN bus. So, speaker for your chimes and your signals, and this is going to be the two where we connect our leads from the back of our radio to, and then we'll plug this into the radio, stick that somewhere behind the dash, and this should be all you need. Dim the light so we can read that. So literally to make this plug and play, this plugs into the radio. These two plug into your factory harness. Hook this antenna adapter up to it. And then away we go. That's all you really need if you're just gonna replace your stock radio. Yeah, we got our amp turn on. Auxiliary outs. Oh, steering wheel controls. Oh, we don't need those. These are all going to be integrated. Anyway, I'm yammering. Let's get to the main event here. Oh. Whoa. Okay. What else we got? Instructions. All right, here we go. Here's the frame. Okay. All right, here is the radio. Drum roll, please. Ooh, there's the back side of it. And there is our all right. So there's where an antenna adapter plugs in. And that's where the GPS plugs in, and we're going to plug this here. And we'll get to those other harnesses in a second, but ooh, that is a nice screen. Look at that. Plastic. So this is going to go, of course, we'll peel that off in the car. This is all going to go. Going to snap in here. We'll snap it in here once we mount that in the car. Try not to get the antenna adapter underneath it, but this is what we're looking at for. Yep, that'll snap in place. Nice. So there's your volume. That's a back button. That must be the home button, power button. Okay, built-in mic. Little reset button there. I don't see an SD slot on here anywhere. This is a very nice screen. I like it. So this is works on Bose and non-Bose. I'm just gonna go. I'm going to connect all these up anyway because I am going to hook the microphone up, so I want to have, I'm going to hook up the microphone and the USB ports. We want those connected, so I'm going to go ahead and install all these on here. It has 6 pins, so that probably goes here. Oh, that's why it says 4 pin, 6 pin. I understand, because if you look at it, nope. Won't click in. Am I doing this right? Well, we can zip forward through this. We don't need to see me struggling with this. Oh, okay. I install it upside down. Okay, so this part goes on the top. Very straightforward where all these wires go. Is this? I don't know. I'll have to read the instructions, but I would assume that's for the camera. Front camera, maybe? I'll get back to you on that. And where is that? I think that's it. Oh wait, no, one more. Oh, that must be to convert your. This is to convert your stock USB port. Well, I don't have one of those on this car, so I don't know where this would go. Huh? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna look at what comes in the instruction book here. Customer care, troubleshooting guide. I like it. Oh, there we go. CVBS in2 is video input. Alright, so what is the, okay, reversing camera. Oh yeah, this is for the camera. Yep. CarPlay and Android Auto. Okay, so the four pin is for CarPlay. Okay. So this one that says 4-pin, this is where you connect your phone for CarPlay and Android Auto. And the 6-pin is, I suppose, if you want to buy one of their optional accessories and plug it into a USB. CAN bus. Oh, there's something on here. Okay, here's this. Has to go into this final port here. It says CAN bus, send receive. Okay, there's your last one. Okay, see, it's good to read the directions. Making sure I fit these in here right. That's a 4-pin or 8-pin. They look bent. I think I bent them. I need to straighten these pins out. I messed them up. Okay, anyway, I'll get back to that. Okay. Installation guide for Chevy, GMC, Buick, etc. Oh, well, here we go. Should have just read that from the beginning. Tells you how to hook up the camera. Okay, we'll do that when we get to the car. This folds out. And this is the type of radio we're... Yep. Tells you how to wire this if you have a factory amp, which I like. Okay, and a nice user's manual. Very cool. Okay, so we're going to go through all this. I will connect it to Wi-Fi, and we'll call up some apps. We'll turn on the radio, and then I'll connect up to Android Auto. I don't have an iPhone, so that's what we'll do out of the car. But this should just, the way it is right now, we'll just plug these two into the two connectors at the back of the stock radio and plug in the antenna, and away we go. Since I was getting ahead of myself here, you want to connect this cable up regardless, because one of these is the Wi-Fi antenna, one of those is the Bluetooth antenna, so this needs to be plugged in. I'm just doing what I should have done and read over the directions here. And there's something else you got to do here to... Okay. Yep, so I have to connect this up for the steering wheel controls. This has to be connected for the chimes. And then there's something you got to do on here for the factory amp. Okay, so you have to cut off. Okay, well, if you have Bose, just make sure you read the directions on this. I'm installing it in a non-Bose car, so I'm not going to have to mess with any of that. Alright, have not gotten to the car yet. I'm looking back at these instructions now. This camera is going to plug into this right here, but you need to tap this wire into a brown wire right here, and it's the third wire over, and I traced it back. It's going to the CAN bus box. I'm gonna put a Posi-Tap right here, and I'm going to splice this blue wire in. The instructions tell you to. So that's one extra thing you got to do if you're going to hook the camera up. I will do that out of the car. I think I might just hook a Posi-Tap on there now so I know which wire to connect this to. And then I figured this is your 4-pin, like I said, your Android Auto port, Android Auto Apple CarPlay port. It says 4-pin, and it plugs in right here. Well, this, I think this is if you have a factory USB port. This will convert your factory USB port into your CarPlay Android Auto port, so you don't have to use that. So if you have a port already on your car, you would plug this in instead, and then unplug or plug this into the back of your port, whatever, how that would go. So I think I got her all figured out. So I think now we're ready to go to the car. Alright, so we're just going to straight up install the stereo, right? First things first, without doing any accessories. So here's where we take the panel tool and the 7mm. You're just going to pop this panel out. Literally pops out. Now what you want to do, this connector right here on your little airbag light. So you can either put this up on top of the dash, it's going to fall, or take this and tape it up out of the way, just because you need to remember to reinstall this up above the radio before you put everything back together. So keep that in mind. But you want to remove 2 screws on your climate control first, because the climate control is going to come out. You just have to move it out of the way. You don't have to take it out. But this sits on top of your radio, so you'll take the 2 screws out here, just move it out of the way like that. All your new wiring is just going to sit under there, and then you got 4 screws on the radio to take out. You could also use a Phillips screwdriver because they have a 7mm. Also a 9/32 will work, but there's also a Phillips head in the center. So really you don't need any specialty tools. You could use a Phillips screwdriver and a flat blade screwdriver if that's all you have. And, you know, put them down your cup holder, don't lose them. Now, when you go to pull the radio out, you're going to have 3 connections on the back. I will get you in here on the camera to show you. So you'll have one here, and your antenna over here. So you'll pull back on this little tab, and that'll release your antenna. That pops that out, and then squeeze your little clip here and here. And now your radio is free. And you can say goodbye to your old alarm clock radio or your dot matrix radio, whatever. Your circa 2006 technology there. Alright, so really the only tools you're going to need, that panel tool that came with it, and a 7mm nut driver. You could also use a 9/32 or a Phillips screwdriver, because there's a little Phillips bit on the inside of those screws. So, and you could, you know, this came with a panel tool, but you could also use a flat blade screwdriver. So those are really all the tools you need to install this in your Impala. Alright, so now before we go putting the radio in, we have to mount this. And I'm going to make sure I got all these, the wire harness and the antenna accessible, because we're going to try to plug this stuff in through this opening. Note, I got that taped up there. This, make sure I got it going the right way here. It goes like this. Doesn't really, there's nothing really to hook it on. You kind of have to hold it. So I'll hold it and I'll get those screws in. Right off the bat, I can tell this doesn't center itself very well, so I'm going to put these in loose. And then I'll mount the climate control, and then we're going to snap the bezel back in place to center it. there's some wiggle room there, so make sure this is in the right spot. And that kind of wiggles around too. We might have to do some adjustment on this. A lot of play in here. It really isn't. See, the old radio kind of locate. I'm gonna try to bolt this where the screws went on the. You can see some little indents on the HVAC controls. That's kind of where I'm gonna line it. I'm gonna try it right there. Square it up. Reach all these wires through. Okay. Connect my airbag connector back on. Okay, oh, that fits. My bezel, this on this car is a little sloppy because I had a MyLink radio in here and I kind of tweaked it a little bit. But okay, that looks good. So, what I was thinking of doing is changing out one of these power ports for a dual USB socket, so we can have one, tie the 4-pin in for the ACP AA connector and the other one for, I would imagine you could put a flash drive on that one. But I'm not going to connect the mic or the GPS antenna right now. I'm just going to plug this up. I'm looking for the antenna connector. What I do with it? Okay, here it is. So if you can see the antenna connector right there, plugs right in, and remember the two black connectors, they only go one way. So now we're gonna put all this back in here and here we go. Let's make sure we're good here. Fish everything back here. And there we go. Now, as far as mounting your backup camera, you're going to want to pull your right tail light. So you'll pull this clip here, pop this panel off, and you're going to have 3 wing nuts back here, and that'll take your tail light out, and you'll see a grommet under here that you can pass your wires through. And this is where you're going to want to connect up to your tail light. I'll show you that in a sec here. Alright, so at your tail light, you're going to want to tie into, you have a light green, oh, I'm not even in frame here, a light green wire and a black wire. Your light green is for your backup light, black is for ground. And now you'll see right here, your little grommet there, that's where you pass your wires through. I just made a little pigtail to go to the tail light, pass through, and then you'll see here's the other side of the grommet. That just comes through. Put your, just make your camera connections right here. And then you can run your cable back through there. You pull your carpet away and fish it back under your back seat. And then you'll just come in here. You'll grab your wires coming out of here, tuck them under this panel. This, you can just tuck them right up under here. Bring it to the front. Tuck your wires under here, and then this right here, just lift up on it. It unsnaps, and then you can pop that through. Run your camera wires up through here.
and you can just zip tie it right here and run it right across. You can pull them tight. You can tuck them right up under the panel here. You don't even need to remove this under this panel. You can tuck them right under there and run it right into your dash. Very simple. And then your camera, I mean, you can mount it right here, or you can get a license plate mount for it. Just tie it into your backup lights with a Posi-Tap. I'll link those Posi-Taps. That's what I have going on here. They're nice, they're watertight, they're secure. They won't loosen, you won't get any water in there. So that's how you'll mount all that up. And then you'll have a fully functioning stereo. Okay, so here's the camera. Got it mounted to the license plate bracket. I'm already tied into the tail lights. I brought it through this grommet, and now I haven't snugged this up, but I fished it through the back seat. And you're gonna want to pull your back seat. You go pull these two little tabs and your seat comes out. And then I just I grabbed a long, I have like it was actually a dryer vent cleaner thing. I jammed through there and I was able to pull the wire through here. So I'm gonna run it down, tuck it under here, but right now I got my little closeout panel just open, and I fished the wire up through here, and I put that Posi-Tap connector on here, right here. That's where I'm gonna connect this blue wire. Strip that wire back, connect it, and then I gotta find the connector on here for the rear camera, which I think is this one. Yep. Yeah, this was the one that had the antennas on it. So we'll do that. I still have everything all plugged in, so we'll show the camera once I get it hooked up. Now with that done, I think I'm gonna have the access wire tucked up in the trunk, but you know, I'll just tuck it up under here, down here, up under here, like I said, under there, and that should be all you need to do. All right, so very quick on this Impala, if you want to install the GPS antenna, what you're going to need to do is take your 7mm and pull out the screw on this A-pillar cover, and you're going to need to do the one there, pull your A-pillars, and then this back piece up by the dash, you'll just pop it out with your clip tool and take that out, and you'll be connected to your light sensor. You'll want to take that out, but you can mount the GPS antenna right under there, run your wire down through here into the radio. Optional, like I said, if you're going to use Android Auto, you don't need it. But if you're going to use the built-in, if you're going to tether your hotspot and use the built-in browser or the built-in Google Maps or Waze, then you're going to want to put that in. And then the microphone, I like to put it right here. Just when you put all this back together, clip the microphone here. All right, so I zoomed out a little bit. Let's so let's see what she looks like. Very pleasant chime. I like that chime. There's the boot up screen. I'm trying to get this sun glare out of here. Sorry about the glare. Glare, and you can see my reflection. It's taking a minute to boot. if you can see that. It says Android is starting. Oh, very nice. I'm gonna need to move this car so I can get a better look at this. So I'm sitting with the right door open, and it's telling me that the 3 other doors are open. That is very cool. Let's see. Let's see what it does. Okay. So right off the bat, we know that works. All right, I'm gonna move the car. This is too much glare. Okay, now we're out of the sun. So I think what I'm gonna do first is we're gonna go to, okay, that's maps. We don't have that on there. I'm not gonna program in a Google account. But you can, this is just like a tablet. What I need to do, I'm gonna connect to my home Wi-Fi in a second, and I will be right back. All right, I'm connected to my home internet. I think I'm gonna, I don't know why my time isn't correct. We'll deal with that later, but we'll go to, there's your app drawer. Let's just go to YouTube. I want to show how nice this, really, I like how this matches the dash. I mean, it kind of follows that, it hugs the dash really nice. This is a really nice, really nice setup. I really like this. It's not obtrusive, doesn't interfere with the controls. It blocks your airbag indicator, but you know, who really cares about that? I mean, if you do, sorry, but okay, so I found my channel. I don't know if my Wi-Fi is incredibly slow.
The government is banning this $39 electric heater next month. And this
See,
is your last shot
I have
the original high-powered version.
YouTube Premium, and
So I wasn't planning on doing a full.
so there we go. There's my channel.
It's a 2013 Sonic, daughter-in-law's car. She had it at a shop, and
So there's YouTube. I'm gonna see, do we have, let's go back. Is there Netflix on here? It's got Spotify. See, I'm the Play Store. You can get apps on here. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. So now we see that we can have Android apps on here. There's your YouTube. Okay, Z-Link 5, I think, is the pair of the phone. All right, we're just gonna check out the radio for right now. I want to find something that isn't playing music.
With me, Wayne Davis, and I'm so excited to be having a conversation.
And here is
you just
the RDS data.
Experience in so many areas.
It says RDS. That's cool.
Critical one around church.
This is going to be music. Yep, that's going to be music.
Yes.
Yeah. How are you doing on today?
Weather. What does that
I'm
do?
doing wonderfully. And
that does nothing.
Thank you, Alberta, for giving me this opportunity.
Oh, we can mute it right there. There's your mute.
It's like talking to you.
Oh, and this scans. Okay. Oh, this runs through your presets. Okay. I don't know what that button does. There's your equalizer. Okay. What if I want to sound on, sound off, music? I don't know what I just did.
Something I thought was great about you. Beyond the obvious things.
Yeah.
So we can play with the equalizer. Oh, wow, look at that.
I have met so
I'm looking for the...
who have family back in
Okay, here we go. Here's how we can... You hit ASP, and then you can choose your...
migration was to Chicago.
All right.
So, I wasn't
okay, so we set that to rock. Okay, there we go.
family down in
All right.
Mississippi when I moved here, but I have been pleasantly surprised to
Let's go
to hear
back
how many
here.
people have family.
That mutes it. Okay, volume up, volume down. You know what I need to check? The steering wheel controls,
who
which
you are in the
work. Look at that.
background.
Volume
And then
up,
the thing that
volume
we're going to spend a little time
down.
talking
Yep,
about
that
today is
works.
really politics and
Okay.
the church's role in politics.
We got wheel controls. All right, so you can do your Bluetooth music. Bluetooth disconnected. Okay, so there we go. There's your FM radio. There's your Android app. Now here's a speedometer. Interesting. So I didn't connect up the GPS antenna. I would assume that that's going to show your speed. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. There, the time is correct now. No, it's not. We're 2 time zones off. It's actually 12:04 p.m., but the date is correct. Okay. What does that do? That's video. Oh, cool. How do we back out of that? Okay. What does that do? Bluetooth music. You keep seeing my face. Where did that come from? I don't know. Where? That's funny. Madonna? Like, is that preloaded on here? That's funny. Here's the radio.
Again, immersed in.
Okay. There's your Android settings. Okay. Can we split screen? Yeah, look at that. Drag here to use split screen. Oh, dude, look at that. We can split screen this sucker.
All of the things that I
gotta move my face out of the way. Look at that.
First in politics and then in my own ministry, I finally can sort of say I'm a person who
How we get rid of
simply
split screen
want
now.
to serve. You know, there have been many opportunities given my education, given my experience, for me.
App does not support split screen. I want to get out of the split screen. Weird. Okay. There's your settings button. Bluetooth. Okay, we'll back out of that. Mute. Okay, what does this button do? I don't know what that does. I think that's the home. Oh, that's the home button. Okay. Okay. This is really cool. I like this radio so far. I'm gonna connect up Android Auto to see what she does. Okay, so we're gonna go here. Z-Link 5. I'm gonna pair my phone. Yep. So I'm gonna go on my phone, and it says available devices car BT. I'm gonna just hit that, see what she does. Get my face out of here. Okay, it's asking me a pairing code. I'm just gonna say pair. It didn't ask a code. Hands-free devices connected. Okay, we're connecting. I want it to go to Bluetooth music. So it's taken a while to connect. Okay, here's Android Auto. Let's not show my location. All right, let's go to, where is my, oh, here we go. This is what my typical now the clock is correct. Can we change tracks on the, yep, oh that goes, see these are backwards too. Okay. Weird, I changed the track. Oh, there it goes. Didn't play right away. Okay. How about phone? Yeah, the phone comes up. I don't want to show any of this stuff on here. It's a little slow.
Currently in Minneapolis, it's 56 degrees and partly cloudy. Today, it'll be sunny with a forecasted high of 61 and a low of 43.
Navigate to target.
Here's what I found along your route for target.
All right. Nice. That was pretty quick. So the Google Assistant works. Okay. Let's try. Call Wolfpack Jack.
Sorry, who do you want to call?
Wolfpack Jack.
Sorry, who do you
It
want to
doesn't
call?
recognize my contacts on my phone. Send message to Dry Rub. Come out and check out your car, bruh.
Is that Dry Rub, Josh, mobile?
Correct.
I got. Come out and check out your car, bro. Ready to send it?
No, erase. Okay, so that works. That built-in mic works pretty good. So here we go. What do you think? Let's look at that. How it fits to the dash. I mean, man, this is a really, really nice screen. It's only a 2 gig RAM. I think it's either a 32 or a 64 gig ROM. You know, which isn't blistering fast, but I really like this fit and finish. So if I want to access behind here, it comes right out. Yep. So when I go finish installing the camera and all that, this will come right back out. Trying to show this without much glare here, but very, very cool. It's pretty responsive. Not gonna lie, a lot of stuff on here to check out. And there's your. So I don't think we can do Android Auto and split screen. Oh, maybe we can. No way. No way, you can do Android Auto and split screen. Dude, that is so cool. Don't show my. Doesn't work. Okay, I've never seen a radio that can do this. I want to open the radio in that one. What the hell? Here's the radio. So we got the radio on one side and Android Auto on the other, so you can have your navigation up.
And since then, I've talked to.
Okay, so I got my. All right, hold still. I'll
we also
blur this out.
Notes and like how we've just absorbed.
We got the maps here and the radio here, so you can do Android Auto and have your radio up. Okay, that's way cool. First radio I've seen that you can do that too.
That I actually sort of see.
Very cool. So,
same pattern.
All right. All right, let's open the driver's door. Way over in the passenger seat. Yep, see? Open the driver's door, we get the warning. All right, I'm gonna hit the trunk. I'm gonna try to hit the trunk from over here. Yep, we got the trunk. So I have the hood open and it's not showing the hood, but it's showing everything else. Just gonna quick run through some of these settings. We're gonna go here, car settings. Ooh, we don't want to watch video while we drive. We're gonna turn that off. Set the associated navigation program. All right. What I want to do is change the wallpaper. Oh, I want to change the boot screen. Okay, so we could change the wallpapers. Okay. Let's back out of there. I want to go. I want to find the boot logo. So there we go, we got Android 13. Memory 2 gig, storage 64. Okay, so there isn't Alright, so I put the Z-Link 5 on the main screen. You hit plus. And it came on this menu, so you can customize what you want here. So Z-Link 5 turns on your Android Auto. Okay. And it has a screen protector on it. Cool. Alright, so here's the backup camera. And the lines are not dynamic. Yep. Alright, so I don't think there's any way to change those lines, but this, ooh, okay, there it goes. I wonder why it glitched like that. I have the trunk open, so that's gonna be on. It's a really nice camera. Those lines are pretty accurate. Alright, so there's the backup camera. Pretty decent, actually. Alright, so what did y'all think of that AINAVI 10-inch plug-and-play head unit for the 910 Impala? I liked it. Pretty good price. Time will tell if it lasts, but I like how it fits in the car. It looks natural. Plug and play, like I said, works with OnStar, works with Bose, doesn't work with Sirius XM because it's an Android, but I think for the money, an included backup camera, I'm giving it a black and blue thumbs up. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and if you want to see more of these radios, let me know. We'll see you in the next video. Later.